Hello and welcome back to BeamNG Drive. I'm davidinark. Today we are taking on the Pigeons and the Wigeons in the crash every vehicle situation thing that we got going on here. Basically, if you're not familiar with it, we take each vehicle that comes with BeamNG Drive and we put it through its paces, drive it down, in this case, West Coast USA, and see what kind of damage we can do. That was ugly. As I said in this video, we are doing Pigeons and Wigeons. And so I'm just going through each of the vehicles that come with the game. There are several default configurations. We're taking each one and, in this case, slinging them down the hill. This Pigeon has got some stabilizers. Will the stabilizers help in... No, not at all. Listen to the wind down. That was great. Oh, that is, ouch. Bit of a problem. Moving on. Let's see what we got next. Next, we have the street cleaner and the trash can on the back. Definitely going to help in this particular situation, because if there's anything, it's going to help counterbalance the front end of the vehicle. Slamming into a wall in front of it, it's going to be a trash can. Oh man, hit the I don't even know what that's for. I guess that's supposed to protect the building from people crashing into it. Did not, well, it definitely helped the building. It did not help the Pigeon. Now we're moving on to the van. Look at this, because this is definitely something that if you've got a three-wheeled vehicle, then the best thing you can do is make sure that it's got a nice big storage / moving compartment on the back of it. Whoop, we hit the curb and we popped up over the other curve, slamming into the wall. Look at that, curled up under. Things not looking too good in the Pigeon department today. Man, look at that, he's even wedged between the building and the pillar. I probably couldn't do that again if I tried. Let's see what happens. Got the the four-wheel Pigeon. Look at that. Somebody finally decided that, hey, maybe, just maybe, adding a fourth wheel to this vehicle will provide some stabilization. Let's see if adding the fourth wheel helps at all. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Absolutely just ripped the body away from the chassis. That is absolute madness for the destruction. Let's see what we've got next up. The Van Plus. That's right, man. The four-wheeled Pigeon with the moving storage compartment on the back. We're going to take this from the driver's position. First person view, what it's going to look like driving from a right-handed vehicle, slamming up over the curb and into the building. I don't know why it's being so rumbly. That is so weird. I don't know what that's doing. It's not in slow motion or anything. That is so strange. What a weird sound effect. That was feel the thunder. I don't know. I have no idea. Look at this. I'm pretty sure that the fact that it's got the roll bars is going to help us. Oh, look at that. Nice little bit of air. That curb, that curb is just high enough for these vehicles. Look at that. Oh, it grabs the front undercarriage and then just rips the things to shreds. I guess that's the wind. Well, I guess it's very windy down by the water. I've never noticed that before. Or I probably should say I've not really paid attention to it before. Probably noticed it, just hadn't paid attention. In the meantime, we've got the Rock Pigeon Plus. As we head down, look at that. Two tones. It means everything. It's going to right into the planter. Dude, nothing like a pigeon into a planter. And that is serious destruction on that whole front end. Smashing that up, popped the door off, threw a wheel away. Things are not looking good for the Pigeon in BeamNG Drive. Now, we're going to move into the dragster version. Let's see. I don't know. I have no idea what this is going to do. Let's find out. Come on. Oh. I just want to know, how scary would that be? Whoops. How scary would it be to be going that fast in that tiny little vehicle and downhill and then slamming down into the planter, the light pole? That's not a good place to be. Unless you're in BeamNG, and then it's the perfect place to be. Up next and finally we have the hot dog mobile. At least that's what it looks like to me. The ketchup mustard vehicle. Once again, what you doing there, buddy? He is spinning around in circles on his own. Notice the engine is busted. I'm not doing... Wait a minute. The engine was busted, and then it's not busted. I don't know. A lot of weird things going on with the ketchup and mustard mobile. In the meantime, we're done with the pigeons. Let's move on to the Wigeons. That's right. Look at this bad boy. Yeah. This particular set of vehicles is really one of my favorite in the game. It's just so ridiculous and so goofy. And yes, I know they're based on real world vehicles. And again, the wind down, the whining wind down. Look at there. You turn its lights on. He looks so sad. Such a sad little Wigeon. And absolutely destroyed. Scroll back down here. Grab the next Wigeon. This is the Sprint. This is the 4-door version of the Wigeon. And yes, we will drive this bad boy. How about in the external camera? We did this with the Pigeon a while ago. If you're not familiar, BeamNG has this external camera that is like a TV type camera, and the game decides what angles to use. We are flipped upside down after crashing into the building, and that does not look good for the driver. Look at that. Oh, the way the body is not just mangled, but separated itself a bit. Some of these hits are really rough for these vehicles, especially these tiny vehicles. And that's part of the reason why I decided to do this in the West Coast going downhill, because I was afraid I wasn't going to get enough speed to do some, significant damage, have some decent fun. But that is just painful. So painful. Crunch that front end all the way up. Oh, and then look at the way it's bowed down and out away from the passenger compartment. I would not want to be in one of these. This is, to me, very akin to a smart car, one of those little smart 4.2 type things. And I cannot imagine what that would be like to be in one of those, be out of control, racing down the hill with, we're not stopping, keep accelerating, and there you go. Eventually crashing into the wall, flipping upside down. And once again, you can see the doors just crumpled up away from the body. All of that damage, destruction, the way the body sort of folds up. Obviously it's got some kind of crumple zoning going there, but that is still not a good place to be, especially the fact that a lot of these are like this one. They're open doorway, or in this case, there's no door whatsoever. Oh, catching that air right off the lip of that curb, lifting it off the ground, and then slamming it into the building. And look at that. The body actually slid. Well, actually, no, it looks like it's just the rear axle that got shifted away from the rest of the body of the vehicle. Oh, man. Here we are with the darter. Look at that. I guess this is appropriate, right? We're in the West Coast USA. It's blue and yellow. If you're a Rams fan, there you go, because we're going to ram this thing into the building. Look at the roof on this time. This time the entire top is wanting to peel away from the rest of the vehicle. The roll cage actually providing that security for the driver. However, the rest of the vehicle, as you can see, kind of peeled open and away from that roll cage. Yikes. And finally, we have the Sprint. Isn't that what this is? I wasn't paying attention. I just click on the next one. What am I doing? Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And again, we have the winding down. Oh, so cool. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. Special thanks to Hero of God, GamerGull, LosWilko, Connie C, and Zachary for supporting the channel on Patreon and through channel memberships. Hey, I'm davidinark. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. We'll see you next time in BeamNG Drive. Have a great day.